Hello everyone, this video teaches you to knit devilfish. Finger wrap. After the winding is complete, first magic ring. Begin the first loop. The first round is a single crochet with 8 SC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After weaving the 8 SCs together, the first loop is complete. Let's tighten the coil. With the first stitch SSSL straight ship stitch. This realizes the last stitch to be purpose of joining with the first needle. At the end of each subsequent loop, to knit a ship stitch in the first stitch position. To begin the second round, crochet 2 chain stitch. Crochet hook around the thread. Knit 2 DCs in the first stitch, double crochet. 1 DC, down crochet hook winding. Knit another DC in the same stitch. This leaves us with a DC in the first stitch, knitting an FV. Then we knit in the remaining 7 stitches, knit 2 DCs in each stitch. That is, we knit 8 stitches in the first round. That's 8 FVs in all. Continue, now knitting FV in the third stitch. Now we have completed 3 sets of FV. Next, we will knit FV in the remaining 5 stitches. 8 FVs now complete. We are still on the first pin. Knit a ship stitch. Pulling the loop tight. Second loop complete. Third loop knitting to CH. Then knit an FV in the first stitch. 1 DC. 2 DC. Next, knit a DC in the second stitch. This way 1 FV, 1 DC. This forms a set of cyclic patterns. Next we follow an FV, a DC that weaves a loop in the same way as a circle. Finish the third loop. Let's show you how it's done again. Weave an FV first. Knit a DC in the next stitch. This completes another set of knitting. Next, you can complete the third loop on your own. The fourth loop is still knitting 2 chains. Knit an FV in the first stitch. Knit a DC in the second stitch. In the third stitch, continue knitting an FV. At this point, we've completed a set of weaves. That's 1 FV, 1 DC, 1 FV. That's 2, 1, 2 form. Next, we follow the same pattern. We will complete the fourth loop in this manner. No more demonstrations here. This is what it will look like after the fourth loop. We can see that it's a circle. For the fifth loop, we will not continue with the circle, starting on the fins of the devilfish. Weave in one of its side fins first. This is what it looks like after the first ship stitch. After the ship stitch, We are in the second stage. First knit ASC. And then, let's weave to CH. We knit an FV in the third stage. That is, knit 2 DCs in one stitch. Knit 1 DC in the next stitch. Next, we knit a TV. That's 2 HDC half double crochet in one stitch. Knit 1 SC in the next stitch. Next, knit 3 consecutive ship stitches. 1, 2, 3. The first row of the fins has been woven. Hook a CH first. Flip the piece. We knit 3 ship stitches at the end of the first row. I'm in the penultimate ship stitch. That's the position of this stitch, and then flip back. Knit ASC. Then knit ASC on the next stitch. Then knit an inch increase in the back. Then weave another SC. Weave another inch. For the next stitch, we will first knit a HDC. In the same stitch, we will knit a DC. The next stitch requires an EV to be knit. See how ITR triple crochet knit, crocheting around a thread, rewinding, threading the needle, passing through the loop in turn. This completes a TR. Then knit another TR in the same stitch pattern. Crochet around and around again. Weave a set of EVs in one stitch like this. And we're done. The next stitch we'll be knitting is the DTR double treble crochet. Look at the way I'm winding the yarn. 1 winding, 2 windings, 3 wraps, insertion of needles, bringing out the thread, passing through the coils in turn. At this point, 1 DTR is complete. Hook a second DTR. Entering the needle in the same stitch. Pass through the loop in turn. At this point, the hand on the devilfish's side is complete. We are breaking the line. Pull the coil out. Now we'll start weaving the other side of the fins. First, find where the needle goes in. Hold the piece like this. Here's the position of the ship stitch. This is the starting position. The next stitch is the first one. Let's count the number of stitches. After counting, we are on the 11th stitch. Pick up the head of the yarn, hooking out the yarn. Hook ACH. Then knit a ship stitch in the next stitch. Knit another ship stitch. After the 2 ship stitches are done, then weave ASC. Next stitch knit a HDC. Knit another HDC in the same stitch pattern. That's a TV. Next stitch we knit ADC. Next stitch we knit an FV. That's 2 DCs in one stitch. The next stitch is still knit with 1 DC. Here the first row of the fins has been knitted. We turn the fabric over. Knit a ship stitch on the first stitch. Then knit 2 CH. Here we need to knit a DTR in the first needle eye. First crochet around 3 times. Begin the knitting of our DTR. After the DTR is finished, the next stitch requires an EV. Crochet around twice. Knit TR. A TR. 2 more windings. Weave in the second TR. Then in the next stitch, still knitting EV. Next stitch knit ADC first. Then knit a HDC in the same stitch. Knit an ink in the next stitch. Next hook SC. Knit another ink. Weave another SC. And finally we'll knit a ship stitch. Broken threads. At this point, the fin hooks on both sides of the devilfish are complete. Now we take out the blue yarn. Find where the first break was. First broken thread position, crochet hook inserted into the stitch. In this stitch, knit with blue yarn. Let's see my demonstration. First, hook the line out. We knit 3 CH. Then in this pin, knit an EV. Crochet around the thread once, wrap the thread twice, and when you're done inserting the needle, take care to place the thread on top of the crochet hook, hiding the yarn while knitting. One TR finished, let's do another one. Winding twice. Two TR completed. Next stitch we knit a HDC. Still placing the thread on top of the crochet hook. Next we knit 10 SC. Weave 10 SC without adding or subtracting. SC knitting complete. Knit a HDC in the next stitch. After weaving HDC, we are in this position. Knit ASC in this next stitch. Second SC, third SC. Next, in a stitch pattern, knit ASC first. Then knit AHDC in the same stitch pattern. Next, we knit 2CH. For the next stitch, we'll begin with a ship stitch. Knit another SC in the same stitch. Here you need to knit the tail of the devilfish first. First knit 15CH. After 15CH hooks, we'll pick the BL back loop part at the peanut match. Crochet in a ship stitch. This is a ship stitch. Keep weaving down a total of 12 ship stitches. The second ship stitch. Third ship stitch. After the 12 ship stitches, let's go to the next BL position. Weaving an SC. Weave a second SC down. Here the tail of the devilfish is finished. We've come to the main body of the fabric. In this stitch, that's in the next pin. First knit ASC, and then a ship stitch. Continue with 2CH. For the next stitch, begin by knitting a HDC. Knit ASC in the same stitch pattern. Continue knitting 3SC. After the 3 SCs are complete, next stitch knit AHDC. Next weave 10 SC. Note the following. Weave in the threads that were left over from the previous weaving. After 10 SCs have been knitted, we are knitting an HDC. Next stitch we knit an FV. Knit an EV on the next stitch. After knitting, take out the scissors and cut the threads. Now we are still using the blue yarn. Knitting the head of the devilfish, the entry stitch is at the base of one of the fins. Pulling out the thread, entering the needle at the next stitch level. Knit a ship stitch. Then knit a ship stitch in the next stitch pattern. Continue with ASC in the same stitch pattern. Knit AHDC in the next stitch. Next knit ADC. Knit ATR in the same stitch as the DC. Next stitch we knit a T. Then we knit 2 cheese. Then knit ASC in the same stitch pattern. Then knit a ship stitch in the next stitch. Knit a second ship stitch down. Continue with the third ship stitch. The next stitch starts with a SC. Then knit 2 CH. Knit ATR in the same stitch pattern. Knit ATR in the next stitch first. Then knit ADC in the same stitch pattern. Knit AHDC in the next stitch. Knit ASC in the next stitch. Knit a ship stitch in the same stitch pattern. Knit another ship stitch down. Cut the thread with scissors here. Hook the thread to the back of the fabric. Half of the devilfish's body has been knitted. We use the same method. Weave another identical piece, weaving, just to remove the tail. That is after we're done here. No need to knit 15 CH. Continue in the next stitch. Just start a knit over here. This is what the other half will look like when it's finished. We need to sew the two pieces together on the back. Sewing them together with a hand sewing needle. Take the hand sewing needle with the long thread on it. Fold the fabric together, finding a starting position. We can start here at the tail. Because this is a better place to find the same point. We'll insert the hand-stitched needle into. Inserting the inner half of a fabric needle, that's the inner half of the fabric piece above. And then in the same place in the next weaving piece. Pick his inside half of the yarn. The threads can be pressed inside. That's it. Next stitch. Keep picking the half, each picking half aside for sewing. Let's do it this way. Sew the two pieces together. Attention everyone! At the end, when there's about this much distance left, we are going to have to stuff it. Sewing continues after the filler has been inserted. Here two pieces of fabric are sewn together. There's already this much distance left. Now we need to stuff the fabric with padding. Stuff the filling and then continue sewing. The filler has now been filled. Let's keep stitching. Sew into the interface, and then it needs to go back and forth within the fabric a couple of times, performing the process of hiding the head of the yarn. Cutting off the threads. At this point, the main part of the devilfish is complete. Next, I'll show you how to weave the blush of the devilfish. We need to take out the pink yarn. Start by crocheting 4 CH. This is ACH. We are on the penultimate CH. Pick BL and crochet ASC in the top half of the yarn. Then in the next stitch pick BL and the top half of the yarn to crochet ACH. And then at the top, we crochet 3 SC. This moves to the other side of the CH. Pick the remaining half of the yarn and the reserved threads. Place on top of crochet hook and knit ASC. Pick up another half of the yarn and place the reserved thread above the crochet hook. Knit 2 SC. Weaving and then disconnecting. Pulling the coil out. Thread the crochet hook in on the first stitch. Pull the broken thread out of the stitch. After pulling it out, we find the last stitch. From the back side, crochet insertion. Afterwards, pull the thread out again. And that's how you make a false CH with the crochet hook. Ensure that the whole thing is an ellipse. Cutting the excess yarn head from the back side. This can be glued at the back. This fabric like this, we need to weave 2. Weave out 2. Put it on either side of the devilfish's cheeks. Paste the braided blush on both sides of the devilfish's cheeks. Sew on the eyes and mouth again. And sew the pattern on the body. And now a lovely devilfish is finished. And that's it for today's instructional video.